I quit my job. The dream was to work for Arrowhead Game Studios and Helldivers 2. Didn't happen, so back to more job applications. But in software development, that just means one thing: the start of the pain. It means endless coding challenges. And a surprising number of them are demanding I build an app using Flutter. My brain is nothing but widgets and state management, and honestly, I'm done. My spirit was dying a slow, miserable death. But while I was logging through those Flutter challenges, I discovered something amazing: the Flame game engine. So before we could get to the glorious action, I had to do the bare minimum. I opened up the standard project template, a thrilling showcase of modern app development. It had a button. A single, solitary button. You know what? This is great and all, but as much as I appreciate this clicky little guy, we're going to scrap it. Now for the real magic, we need the game engine.
Magic.
Alright, sprites. Every game needs them. I've got my winged Santa and the festive background all ready to go. I just have to add them to the game. Sounds simple, right?
What?
Ho ho ho, there he is, my festive flyer. Now for the background. Alright, the world is set. Now we need to get Santa moving. The first and most important rule of physics, even in a game, is gravity. Probably, I don't know, man. Now, with every tap, there's a little boost to fight against the fall. A little bit of flying is great, but the game needs a challenge. What's the point of flying if there's nothing to avoid? Our obstacles are going to be giant, delicious looking candy cane sticks. Now we have a nice flyable path, but what happens if I mess up and hit one? That's where colliders come in. With just a few lines of code, the game now knows when Santa and a candy cane overlap. A quick adjustment to the code and the colliders fit the candy cane shapes perfectly. This is the part where the game gets real. With physics, obstacles and collision detection, Winged Santa is finally starting to feel like an actual game. But what about the fun stuff? It's time to add a reason to play. Presents. A collectible isn't much fun if you can't keep score. So I added a simple counter at the top of the screen. The game score is based on a classic Flappy Bird style, successfully passing through the gaps between the candy canes. Every time you fly through a gap, your score goes up by 1. The other critical piece of the game logic is the game over state. The game uses collision detection to know when its sprite hits an obstacle. If the collider touches either a top or bottom candy cane, it's game over. Of course, nothing in game development is ever that easy. I added the restart button and clicked it, ready to play again, but instead of a fresh start,
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I added a small line of code to make sure that when the game restarts, all the old candy canes get sent into the digital trash bin. With the core mechanics in place, it was time for some final fixes and a bit of polish. I tackled a few minor bugs and then focused on the biggest one: the hitboxes. The Santa sprite rotates as he flies up and down, which looks great, but it caused a major issue with collision detection. The square hitboxes were rotating along with the sprite. This meant that even when Santa wasn't touching a candy cane, a corner of his rotating hitbox could still collide with it, causing a game over. With that final significant bug squashed, the game is complete. I learned a ton about Flutter and the Flame engine, and honestly, it's pretty amazing what you can build with a bit of code and a lot of patience. Now you're probably thinking, wow, with skills like these you must have a job at Google or some fancy tech company by now. Yeah, no. I'm honestly not sure what I'm missing here, because despite building a fully functional, beautiful, festive mobile game, this didn't exactly land me a 6-figure job. Thank you and all this stuff, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Until next time, happy coding and Merry Christmas.